given feedback that you use a word or a phrase too frequently in your communication? Maybe you've been told that you've got a filler, like the word like or so. If you'd like to eliminate a filler, I have just the technique for you. This is about a 2-week process at the most. You're going to need a couple of helpers. I want you to find 2 people in your life who are with you pretty much every day. Maybe somebody at work and another person at home. And here's what I'd like you to do. I'd like you to ask those 2 people to be your spotters, to spot the time when you have said the word that you're trying to eliminate. When they have spotted it, I want them to give you a signal, not a verbal notice, but a signal. So they shouldn't say to you, hey, you just said it again. Instead, what I'd like for them to do is to give you a sign that the 2 of you have agreed upon, like they, I don't know, rub their temple, or they pull in their ear, or something like that. It gives you a notice without a verbal comment that you've just done it again. Here's your role. When you hear that from them, when you see that from them, you need to stop immediately what you're doing, and I want you to go back and start from the phrase again and say it without that filler. So they give you a signal, you stop, wherever you are in the sentence, you go back and you repeat that phrase without the filler. Don't laugh, don't call any attention to it, just repeat again. Just repeat again. We do that all the time in normal conversation. This time when you repeat it without the filler. What you're doing is teaching yourself a new habit. Here's what's going to happen. In probably a week, less than 2 weeks certainly, you will start to notice when you're about to go into that filler word. You'll start to notice it after people have been calling it out, calling it to your attention. And from that point on, you won't need your spotters anymore. So here's what you do. As soon as you start to notice it yourself, and you are finding it as many times as your spotters do, then you give them the out from this process. You say to them, we're good. I think I've got it. I'm catching it as many times as you are. So even if I don't catch it sometime, it's okay. You don't have to share it with me. You certainly don't want that calling it out to continue on and to get into your relationship, right? So let them off the hook gently. Tell them their assignment is finished. And you can tell them, if in 6 months you still hear me doing it often, then fine, you can have a conversation with me, but you don't need to call it out. It's really important that you give them the instructions on the front end. It's equally important that you do your work, that you make sure you go back and repeat it without the filler. We've done this hundreds and hundreds of times. I think you'll find you're able to eliminate your filler. Short order, maybe 2 weeks. Check back for more tips at accentonbusiness.net.